What is up, YouTube? It's RSMario here, bringing you another Pokemon Switch video. Man, so I know I haven't done a Pokemon video in a while, mainly because the quote-unquote like news or leaks or whatever you want to call them, they've been so erratic lately that it's like I just got sick of it. Actually, I was like, I'm just gonna finish up my anime videos and go straight into E3 stuff. Because tomorrow is going to be the first video on my road to E3 series. I don't want a Generation 1 remake. I mean, if we need a remake, dude, please do Generation 4. That'll be fine. I don't mind going back to Sinnoh. But going back to Kanto, we've been to Kanto 5 times. Alright, so that's red, blue, and green. We went back in yellow. We went back in gold, silver, crystal. We went back there again in fire red, leaf green, and then we went back again in the remakes in Soul Heart Gold and Soul Silver. We've been to Kanto 5 times. That's more times than we've been to any other Pokemon region. I don't want to go back to Kanto really again, but I mean, again, if they did it right though, I'd definitely do it. So, a brand new story. So, this will probably be the biggest thing that would get me to play Kanto again. A new story. So, it's more than just, you're going after the gym badges, and then you run into Team Rocket, and you have to deal with Rocket, and then you have to, the same thing we've done in red, blue, yellow, green, Heart Gold, not Heart Gold, Soul Silver, but, the same thing we've done the first couple times we went to Kanto. Wow, that's awesome, and I am a Pokemon purist, so I love the old school stuff. A brand new story in Kanto would be interesting. One of the cool things about like the third game remakes, like Platinum, is the story is a bit different, and it was even more so in Platinum because why is it so cold now? What's going on with Giratina? The same thing with with Black 2 and White 2. The stories were a bit different. And of course, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. So yeah, a brand new story might get me excited about going back to Kanto. New Pokemon for Kanto. So maybe not necessarily new Pokemon. I mean, even though some newly discovered Pokemon would be nice, like new baby Pokemon or something, but new Pokemon for Kanto. So one thing that always disappoints me when it comes to the remakes is it's usually like a straight up remake of that game. So even down to the amount of Pokemon you can get in the game, pre-National Dex is the Pokemon you can get in the game, when it originally came out. They might add in some baby pokes, or pre-evolutions or evolutions of Pokemon from those generations. But for the most part, you're going to be catching the same Pokemon that you caught when you played the game the first time. Which, to me, it's alright, because it was great for Generation 3, because Generation 3 is my favorite generation. So it was great going back to, training Sceptile again, and catching Makuhita, and catching Flygon, training up a Flygon, and that was awesome. But now as far as going back to Gen 1, I mean, yeah, I definitely will do a pretty good Gen 1 team, but bringing in Pokemon from other generations, pre-National Dex would be awesome, because it would freshen it up a bit. Like, say you can get Gen 4 pokes in Gen 1 pre-National Dex, or you can get Generation 7 Pokemon in Gen 1 pre-National Dex. That would be awesome. These Pokemon are newly discovered in Kanto. There's migrations of Pokemon species or something. Or because people move back and forth, sometimes they take Pokemon with them, and these Pokemon introduced into this new place where they haven't been before. And, maybe they even change the ecosystem. That could be part of the game. Because that happens in real life One reason, I mean, right now in the Chesapeake Bay, or is it the Chesapeake Bay? I think it's the Chesapeake Bay. We're dealing with a snakehead fish population eating everything and just overbreeding like crazy. Something like that in Pokemon would be interesting. Like, oh, somebody brought, you know, this that colorful thing from Alola, and now it's causing problems for all the water Pokemon, you know, south of Pallet Town. Something crazy like that would be interesting. Time progression. So another thing that I don't like about usual remakes is there is no time progression. Like, it's pretty much the same time period for the most part it was when you originally played the game. You're basically playing the game again, just updated, which is okay. It's just, you know, it's not exactly what I want to do again. Like, time progression would be awesome. So things that were being built in Kanto before could be already built now. Things that were in Kanto could be moved, or something completely different. Maybe it's not there. Maybe it's irrelevant now, and it's a whole different thing. Like how there's definitely not going to be any casino, like you know, like the casino thing. I can't remember the name of it, but it's not going to be. That's not going to be there. That could be something completely new. New Pokemon gyms. So this one now, as a purist, I'm kind of double-sided on this one, because I would like to see new Pokemon gyms or new gym leaders, but I'm kind of a purist, so I still want to see Ash, Misty, Brock. Well, not Ash, but Misty, Brock. I still want to see Lieutenant Surge and you know, all the regular gym leaders from Gen 1 in some capacity, because it's not Gen 1 without facing Brock and getting smacked at least once by Onyx and Geodude. You know, maybe you can have them later in the game pop up or something like that. But definitely having new gyms or new gym leaders would be good. So, of course, better graphics. This is a no-brainer. I mainly put this one on here after I saw that concept art picture. Please be better than that. I mean, even though, of course, this is somebody taking a picture of a screen of an unfinished work, I still would hope that it was better than that. Because, I mean, that pretty much looks like an up-res 3DS title, which would kind of, it's somewhat expected for such a quick turnaround time, but I don't really want something like that, though. So, new moves and abilities. So, this one is interesting because I mean, they could definitely bring in new Pokemon moves. You know, I mean, of course, they're going to bring in moves from generations past that were not in Kanto the last time we visited Kanto. But I'm talking about, like, brand new moves. Something that make it really feel fresh. Like, oh, this wasn't in Generation 7. And you don't have to deal with, you know, battling backwards. Because, I mean, you're not going to be able to battle a 3DS game versus a Switch game anyway. So, anything new they do in this game will really only affect what comes after it. So, if they have new moves and new abilities and things in this game, it's not going to be a big deal. You know, because the main reason why they can't do that in normal remakes is because the new stuff that you put in this remake is not going to affect the other games in that same generation. It's going to affect the other games in that same generation because it's not compatible. But this would technically be the first games of the next generation. So, yeah, you know, we could be seeing a sneak peek of Gen 8 moves in this game. And abilities, too. So now, I'm going to sound contradictory with this, because all of the picks so far have been about change. Don't change too much. Don't change too much about the game. I mean, keep the starters the same. You know, keep Team Rocket in there. Just have them doing something different. Have it, you know, be different than what it was before. Just not the exact same run-the-mill thing it was before. You know, and this one, because, I mean, I'm a purist, and this is the first game I've ever had. This Pokemon Blue was the first game I ever owned. That and Tetris. So, it will be pretty crazy to see if it got drastically overhaul changed. You know, but seeing a lot of change, just not to some of the more like anchor things like the starters. Like I still want Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and Charmander. You know, I mean you can't have a Gen 1 game without them. You know, Team Rocket has to be there. You know, but do they have to be there in the same capacity? No. You know, I mean people get pretty crazy. You know, when you change things about their nostalgia trips. Just ask anybody from Star Wars, any of the people from the Star Wars community, and they'll tell you how crazy things get when you mess with their nostalgia. You know, but yeah, you know, change it, make it better, but don't change it too much. No more of that battle system crap. Alright, if I hear anything else about a new battle system, I will fly to Japan. So that's about it for this. Watch out for my my E3 video, which comes out tomorrow. Top 8 things I think we're going to see at E3. And of course, like, comment, subscribe, and keep it real, folks.